If you're a fan of the Call of Duty series, you know that around this time of year is when stuff starts to get interesting. We start to get reveal dates, release dates, more leaks than what we usually get throughout the year, and that time has came. And since the last video that I posted, we have gotten a lot. We're going to cover that in today's video. We got a release date, we got a reveal date, all that stuff. Let's get into the video. Alright, so as I said, we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to start with the name reveal trailer that we got yesterday, which officially revealed that the name of the next upcoming game is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I'm going to show you the trailer. I know I posted it yesterday, but I'm going to show you the trailer and then we're going to talk about it. And then we'll move on to the next subject.
Cutting the heads off snakes. He's not new. He's not new. Never bury your enemies alive.
Within that 42-second clip, there's a lot that is happening, some of which is obvious and some of which may not have been as obvious. So if you look at it, in the beginning, you have the green transitions to a red color scheme, which I think is a little bit of foreshadowing on Call of Duty's part of saying, hey, we're about to get a little bit more intense, about to get a little bit more violent, because traditionally we've had that green color scheme that we're so familiar with, and now we're transitioning to red. I think that's a little bit more saying, hey, we're about to get serious. Stuff's about to change. There are consequences for people's actions now. Because if you think about it, everybody that has died has came back to life, and there's not really been any consequences, I guess you could say. So we're going to move on a little bit forward in the trailer to the numbers that pop up on the screen. I'm going to talk about that later. I do see that they're there. We're going to talk about that after this, after I go through the whole trailer, because Call of Duty made a separate post about that. So we're moving on to the snake head that has the knife coming through it, and it talks about cutting the head off the snake. That is referring to Makarov's ultra-nationalist group that is going to be in the reveal event that happens in Warzone on August 17th, which a post was made about that today that I'm going to pop up on the screen here in a second. So Call of Duty made that post on Twitter today, and if you look at the post, it has a phone number, and that phone number is the numbers from the reveal trailer that I said we'd get into a little bit later. Those numbers is the phone number just put together, and if you text that phone number, it gives you some prompted responses, and you answer the yes and no's, and then it gives you a few little text messages, and then it sends you a picture that is just supposed to get you excited for the game, the upcoming game, and the reveal, and it's just to hype you up a little bit. But I actually had fun with it. It was a little interactive, so if you want to, you can go back in the video and you can type in the phone number, or I will leave that down in the description down below. If you don't want to do all that, I'll have it down in the description down below as well. So I'm going to pop up the image that it sends you on the screen right now. Now, right off bat, looking at that image, I thought Verdansk, right? It kind of, if you look at it and you go back and you really look at it, that was the first thing that popped into my head was Verdansk. It kind of had that Verdansk vibe, the hill. It had something over to the bottom right that kind of looked like an airport type deal. It looked like Verdansk, but do I think it is Verdansk? No. Do I think we're getting Verdansk back? No. That's just the reality of it. Don't think we're getting it back, although I would like it back. Now, we're going to move on to Makarov, right? So Makarov is in the trailer. We just kind of skipped over him and Captain Price. Captain Price, nothing needs to be said about him. Now, Makarov, we got a little bit coming up with him actually tomorrow. That is from when this video is posted. We're getting a reveal for Makarov himself. That will be a YouTube video on Call of Duty's YouTube. I'm gonna post the screenshot up here of the post, and then we'll move on to the next subject. So looking at Makarov just from that picture, he fits the part. Visually, he fits the part. He looks like a villain. He looks like a bad dude, right? And then from what little we've heard of the voice, he sounds like the old Makarov, not to a T, but he sounds similar to the old Makarov that we know from the previous Modern Warfare series. So with that being all that we know about him until 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow when the video goes live from the premiere, that's all we know about him until then. So we're going to move on to what we know that is going to be in the game as of right now, and then that's going to wrap up today's video. But before we get into all that, I'm going to give a big shout out to Rogue Energy. Make sure you go check out Rogue Energy. The link will be down in the description down below. Make sure you use promo code Huntsman for 10% off at checkout. So, moving into what we know is going to be in the game. So far, we know that we will be having MW2, 2009 MW2 multiplayer maps in the game. Slide canceling is back. Reload canceling is back. We are getting Ninja back as a perk, but perks will be featured as gear within the game. War mode from World War II will be returning to the game. Then we will have an outbreak style zombies mode similar to Black Ops Cold War, I believe. I didn't really play Black Ops Cold War Zombies, but I believe it will be similar to that. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you drop a like down below, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.